my name is Camilla, and I just graduated from Northwest Nazarene University, and I'm going to be starting off the year in August teaching 5th grade for the first time. I know the camp director at senior high camp, so he messaged me and was like, I'm looking for another female counselor. Would you be interested? And I was like, sure. I've been going to a church for a couple months, but I'm pretty new there. And he was like, well, great, you can be their cabin leader. But some of the highlights was also just like downtime in the cabin where we would just be going to the snack shack, bring back some ice cream, hang out, braid our hair, do some makeup, just sit on the floor and just chill. Those were really fun times where you could just connect and hang out. It was really cool to be an incoming youth leader at summer camp. One of my favorite parts about summer camp is that lots of students go in with the expectation of their life being changed. So you have that going for you. But that week was really impactful because a lot of the things that the speaker was talking about really hit home for the girls in my cabin. The speaker talked about taking like the wide path versus the narrow path that they talk about in scripture. And it just wasn't really like going anywhere during cabin time. We're like, okay, take the narrow road, do the right thing when it's hard, blah, blah, blah. But then it just clicked, like, let's talk about, social media and self-image with the wide road and the narrow road. Like, what would it look like to take the narrow road with your Instagram or with what you post or with how you feel about yourself compared to what's easy and what everyone else is doing? And the light bulb just went off, and it was just so crazy. From there, we just talked about self-image a lot and things that a lot of the girls were struggling with. And man, God moved mountains, and it was incredible. By the last night, we were just able to speak truth over the lies that the world and that social media is telling high school girls these days. And by the end of the week, girls were committing their lives to Christ for the first time, being called into ministry. Several of them made a commitment to purity and went and got purity rings after camp. And just, it was incredible to see how God used me that week in ways I wasn't expecting. And even when I didn't have the words to say, God was there. And it wasn't anything I did. I was just like, yes, I'll go meet a bunch of strangers and be their friend. Yeah, so I made sure to write down all their names in my journal so that I wouldn't forget them. So it's funny when they run up to me on Sunday, they're like, oh my gosh, Camilla, hi. And I'm like, hi, it's been a week, still here, hello. And then I have to go back and look at, okay, here are all their names. I remember them all. But it's been really fun to see them again and again. And we have a giant group chat, and we'll send each other funny pictures. If you feel a nudge from the Lord to be a youth leader for these students, I would really encourage you to just take a step forward in faith and let God use you. You don't have to feel qualified or have all of the words to say, because just your yes, God will use you in ways that you can't even imagine.